Blog Talk Radio.
Love myself the way I am. Nothing I need to change. I'll always be the perfect me. There's nothing to rearrange. I'm beautiful. I'm capable of being the best me I can. And I love myself just the way I am. I love you just the way you are. There's nothing you need to do. When I feel the love inside myself, it's easy to love you. I see your shining star, and I love you just the way you are. I love the world the way it is, 'cause I can clearly see that all the things I judge are done by people just like me. So till all birds of peace on earth that only love can bring, I'll help it grow by loving everything. Love myself the way I am, and still I wanna grow. The change outside could only come when deep inside I know I'm beautiful, I'm capable of being the best me I can, and I love myself just the way I am. I love myself just the way I am. I'm beautiful, I'm capable of being the best me I can, and I love myself just the way I am. I love myself just the way I am. Just the way Just the
Good evening, good morning, or good afternoon, depending on which part of the world you're listening from. And this is the Heal Your Life Experience. My name's Nick, and I'm the host for tonight. Joining me shortly will be our lovely Maria. Just to give you a little bit of background about us, our particular team, based in London, we completed the Heal Your Life training, which is what Louise created along with a wonderful lady called Patricia Crane. They taught us how to teach the materials that Louise has been working with for years, and we're now qualified teachers. So me, Maria, and a couple of others did the course, and we've kept in touch. and we are now teaching this in London and hopefully internationally anytime soon. So I will bring Maria on the air, and she will be joining us now. Hopefully, Maria. Hello.
Hello, Nick. Thank you for having me.
Yes. Perfection. So, Maria, for those of you who don't know, tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, a bit about your background, and then you can talk about whatever you want later.
All right, fantastic. Thank you very much. Hello to everyone. As Nick said, Maria Teresa. I am from Medellin, Colombia, in South America. I have been working to try to create a better world since I was a teenager. And so many years ago, I met the philosophy of Louise Hay that has really changed my life in a very positive way. All her philosophy about how to love yourself, how the correlation between what you think and what you feel in your body, it just helped me to cure different illness and to create a better life. As Nick said, we did the course with Patricia Crane, and we are now qualified teachers to tell to everyone who wants to listen about the beautiful philosophy of Louise Hay. That philosophy is based on in life to learn yourself in a proper way. At the beginning, when she started to work with people, she saw that someone arrived to her and said, "Oh, I have trouble to get the love of my life." Other people arrived to see that they have problems in prosperity, so she was working with that. Other people arrived with illness, physical illness, and she was working with that. After so many years of experience, she find out that if she was working with them, that they would love themselves, if they will learn to love themselves properly, everything will fall in place and everything will be perfect. For that reason, she designed of how to love yourself. Today, I want to share that. The first step is stop all criticism. And that is very, very important because we learn since we were just to criticize ourselves for everything. And in this point, we need to know the difference to criticize that to correct ourselves. When we criticize, we are always, this is what is the problem, and then we don't do anything positive to change. We just treat ourselves in a very bad way, whatever we do. When we realize that it's something that is not working and find a way to escape that, we manage to get positive in our life. It's very simple, like for example, if you want to lose weight, you can criticize yourself, just I look at my stomach, I am so fat, I always eat the wrong things, I always drink the wrong things. And in that way, that you are very, very critical, that you cannot do really anything, you cannot have a strength to stop to eat the wrong things, or because you don't have a strength to do exercise. So that is made you feel very, very bad. So it doesn't create any good or positive change in your life. But if instead to criticize yourself, you say, "Oh, I would like to be slimmer, but I love my body like it is because it, it shows the fantastic pleasure that I have with the chocolate that I was eating, with the wine that I was drinking. And now, because I want to more in my clothes, I'm going to cut, I'm going to do this, I'm going to start to do exercise, I'm going to cut my sweets, I'm going to do different things. It's the difference of approach. That is the thing, the first thing. The second step is forgive yourself. And that is something that, if you think very, very carefully, is something that we don't do very often. We keep punish ourselves for things that we did in the past, things that we cannot do now, and we are very, very cruel with ourselves. And we just keep beating and beating and beating ourselves. So what we need to do is to learn that whatever we did or whatever we didn't do, pardon me, that whatever we accept that other people did to us, that whatever happened, it was what we could do in that moment with the knowledge that we had at that moment. And that is very important. We did the best in that precise moment. So it's not necessary to keep punishing us. It's not necessary to keep be terrible with ourselves and pushing ourselves down for something that happened. It happened, it's finished, so we need to let it go. And that is the word, that is the meaning of forgiveness. The meaning of forgiveness is to be able to untie yourself. It's nothing like that. It's just nothing different. It's just to let it go and be free, to be able to look to the future, to be able to enjoy the present, to be able to do positive change in your life. So remember, the first step is stop all kinds of criticism. The second step is forgive yourself. The third step is don't scare yourself. And this is very, very important because our imagination flies very, very easy, thinking terrible things that they are going to happen in the future. So what happens when we are going to go to an interview? We start to think, oh, what if I get late? Oh, if I get late, they will never interview me. What if I answer the wrong question? What if they don't like me? Why is this another person that it would be better than me? Or you start to think, the last interview for a job that I did, I made a big mistake. And you start to terrify that little person that lives in you. And you start to be really, really scared about all the possibilities. You go into the doctor and you go into the doctor and you say, oh, why did they discover that I have cancer? What if they are going to put an injection on me? You just start to create terrible things in your brain, and that you start to be very, very, very scared, and that it doesn't help to anyone. So, one of the good things to do when a scaring thought starts to generate in your mind is to think in something that you really like, in something that really calms you down. And for example, for me, I think about the skies and the birds. I love the birds in the garden when they are trying to get little pieces to construct the nest for the new baby. It's so beautiful. I can spend hours and hours looking at that, and I think it's so peaceful. So when I'm scaring thought coming into my mind, I switch off. I don't let that scary thought bring another scary thought and another scary thought. Just as soon as the scary thought, switch it off to something that made me feel peaceful, that there are that little birds building that nest. And in that way, I stop the chain to be terrified. The fourth step is to be gentle and patient with yourself. And what happens is when we start, we keep one step and we start to change and we start to say, oh yes, I'm doing very well. Like you start on a diet and you start to be very, very good with the diet for a week. And the weekend arrives and someone offers you a bar of chocolate and you just no eat only one piece of chocolate, you eat all the bar and then you say I want another one and then you eat more. And after that you feel very, very frustrated because you break what you were going to achieve. And instead to be angry with yourself, you just should be patient. You just say, okay, I break it. Now I come back to my diet. That is now part of the past. And I come back to the diet and I keep going doing gentlemen without any judgment, without any punishment. What happens when a child starts to walk? When a child starts to walk, how many times try to stand up and fell down? But what happened with the adults, with the mom, with the dad, with the older brothers or sisters? Every time that the little child stands up, we clap. We just clap. We just say, well done, well done. And that the child smiles and fell down again. If we will not encourage that child to stand up again and to stand up again, and they will be able to give one step, fell down again. But if we don't keep clapping and encourage that child to walk, that child probably will never be able to walk. But we don't get furious with the child. We don't say to the child after 2 days, oh, you are so stupid. You're really never going to learn to walk. An affirmation like that even pass to our thoughts. Our mind just believes that absolutely impossible to happen. So that is the kind of low thing that we do in life. Anything at all. Because the only thing that we are doing is to learn and to learn and to be better and better. And everything is just a process. Everything is a process. And the only way to keep growing in that process, to keep advancing in this step after step, is if we are really gentle and kind and patient. Because if we don't do that, we will give up. We will give up and we will dance ourselves and we will be very cruel with ourselves. So remember, the first thing is to stop all criticism. The second step is forgive yourself. The third step is don't scare yourself. The fourth one is be gentle and kind and patient. The fifth one is be kind to your mind. And this is very, very important. Be kind to your mind. Angry with a bad thought, with a negative thought is coming into your mind. Don't be angry. Be gentle. Recognize that it's a negative thought. Recognize that it's not useful for you anymore and let it go. Because that thought was created for you. That thought was part of you in one stage of your life. So it doesn't need to behave, doesn't need to create anger. Because anger will not allow you to grow in peace and harmony with the universe. So when something negative arrives to your mind, recognize that it's something negative that is not useful for you anymore. Just let it go. Let it go in peace. The sixth stage is praise yourself. And this is very, very important. What a big difference it is when you praise yourself. Look at the children. How good they are, with study, if you get an star, if you get a lollipop, the child gets so excited that they want to do it again. When you praise your children, they just try to do it and do it again in the same way. If you don't praise yourself, you will feel that you don't do anything wrong. So you try to be more positive in life, so you decide to have a creative soul in the morning. So you decide to do that. And then you do it 2 or 3 days, and the 4th day you forget. And then about 2 o'clock you remember, oh, instead to say, oh, how could I forget? Cuddle yourself. Smile to yourself and say, well done, you did it for 2 days. That's very good. You never used to do it before, and now you do it. Well done, that is very, very, very good. I'm very proud of you. You know what I mean? And it's like that slowly. When your teenager child makes you so upset that they are really, really clever to push different buttons and make yourself exasperated. And then you decide, I'm not going to react with aggressivity in front of the bad behavior of my teenager or in front of the behavior of my teenager that wants to make me explode. And then you do it in the morning, and then you do it in the afternoon, and then in the evening you cannot do it anymore, and you explode and screaming and send the child to the bedroom and say, you are a terrible teenager, blah, 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 blah. After you calm down, don't start to criticize yourself. Just say, well done, you did very well in the morning. Well done, you did very well in the afternoon. Let's go to see how it's going tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow we will be able to do it all day long. You see the difference? Because when you praise yourself, you feel motivated to try to do it again and again and again. 7th step is support yourself. And that is very, very, very important. You know, in our society, we have been growing to think that it's very acceptable to give. But we never, it's very, very difficult with love and who receive without feeling guilty or without to feel that they have to give something in change for whatever they receive. And even worse, we don't know how to ask for help because we think that if we ask for help, we are weak or cannot give the problems to other people, or it's just not polite, or any reason our mind giving to us. And I tell you, when you have a very good friend, when you have a partner that you love deeply, when you have a child that you really adore, and that person, that friend, that husband, the wife, or the friend, that boy or that girl, whatever, coming and ask you for help. You feel happy, normal that they will come in and ask you for help. So why don't you think that you deserve the same treatment? So we need to recognize that all human beings, we are interconnected, that all human beings, we have the same needs, the same dreams. It doesn't matter in which culture you are. It doesn't matter which color is your skin. It doesn't matter how old or how young you are. If you go to the deep of the dreams of every single person dreams to be loved. Every single person dreams to be prosperous. Every single person dreams to be happy. We need to be able to recognize that we are not we when we ask for help. We need to be able to love ourselves like if we were loving our child or our partner or our very good friend. Because if you have a friend who needs help, you will give that help to that friend. And if you are not able to give that help, you will find the way that the right person will give the help to that person that you really love. If you want to be really happy and contribute to the development of a happy and peaceful world, you need to love yourself very, very deep, to recognize that need in yourself and to be able to ask for help. So, let's go to say again. First step, stop all criticism. Second step, forgive yourself. Third step, don't scare yourself. Fourth step, be gentle and kind and patient. Fifth step, be kind to your mind. Praise yourself. 7, support yourself. 8, belonging to your negativity. And that sounds very, very to say that you have to negativity. But if you have something negative in you, it will give it to you for a reason. To you just so you need to have something from there. And then we go, we will be able to know what is nice if we don't know what is bad. Because if we live on light, all the time on light, don't recognize what is dark. We cannot see the difference. So anything negative is going to the opposite. One. And that is something to be deeply grateful for. Because it allows you to know what is what you don't want. It allows you to focus what you want. So be loving with yourself. Recognize something that you don't want that anymore in your life. Just look at that will help. Let it go and say, for show me what I do in my life. Thank you for being my life. But I don't need you anymore. I learn now what I want to live. I want to live my life. That's so. The ninth stage is body. We are not our body, but our body is temple where we are living planet. And it is where we are living, we have to show love to our body. The food that we eat is the fuel that we give to our body. Rubbish fuel to our car, and sometimes it will be positive, and sometimes you just have to trust it. It's exactly the same with your body. It's exactly the same. So if you are loving yourself, you must give good positive things. So your body is exercise. And it doesn't have the same exercise for everyone. Some people love running, some people love yoga, some people love swimming, some people just enjoy learning. I, and it's just a simple and relaxing exercise. But you just need to something that you like or that it will be enjoyable for the kids and for your body and do it. You also have to find clothes that you buy. You know, you have to protect your skin. You have to be very, very no vanity. In some religions, it has been that you know to look after yourself is vanity, but it's no. It's if you do it just because you love yourself and you want to give the best that you can do to yourself, it's just good. And it's good for you and it's good for everyone around you. The 10th step is mirror work. Mirror work is a technique that has been used for many years, but Louis Hay was the person who really popularized that. And what happened with mirror work is very, very powerful thing. When you stand up in front of the mirror and you look directly into your eyes and you speak to yourself and you affirm into your, to yourself, whatever it is, it has a deep, deep power because you make connection with that person inside of you. You are making connection with your innate child. You are making connection with your soul. Accelerate the process of any change in your life in the ways that you cannot even imagine. It really, really accelerate the process. So make the intention, make the commitment to do for 21st in a row. Stand up in the morning for 3 minutes. Look it into your eyes in front of a mirror and say, I love you. I love you with all my heart. I love and I'm very proud of you. I really, really, really love you. I really accept you exactly as you are. And then do it again in the night. Again, I love you. I really love you. I'm very proud of you. Doing that 3 minutes in the morning, 3 minutes in the evening. Doing for 21st days in a row. And you will see the miracles that will start to happen into your life. And why 21st day scientific? That a repetitive affirmation, a repetitive action that you do for 21st years in a row is what is needed to change the way that the brain works in that specific area. So that is the reason because when they want to create new habits for the person, always the beginning point is 21st day. 21st day in a row. It's always the beginning point, the mirror. 3 minutes in the morning, that is very short time. 3 minutes in the evening, that is very short time. I promise you, you will call me and say, God, I cannot believe what is happening in my life. Because the acceptance of what you are will start to switch on inside of you. And when that is happening, when you start to accept yourself exactly as you are, when you start to love yourself exactly as you are in this point of your life, everything starts to fall in place. Miracles start to happen. So, first step, stop all criticism. Second step, forgive yourself. Third step, don't scare yourself. Fourth step, be gentle and kind and patient. Fifth step, be kind to your mind. Fifth step, praise yourself. 7 steps, support yourself. 8, to be loving to your negative. 9, take care of your body. 10, be reward. The 11th one is love yourself, do it now. So forget every single thing. Don't wait to love yourself until you lose the way that you want to lose. Don't wait to love yourself until you find the job that you want to find. Don't wait to love yourself until you have the partner that you want to find. Don't wait to love yourself until you will be healthy. Do it now. Don't say I'm going to do this first. Don't say I'm going to do that other first. When I change, when I do. No, do it now. All the power is in the present moment. Remember always that. The point of power is in the present moment. So start to love yourself now, in this moment. Start to follow the steps now, in this moment. Don't wait. Finally, have fun. In our society, we have been growing. When we were children, we arrived so happy to this world. We saw that everything was easy. But since we were very, very little, that mentality, that perception, it was changed. It started to change. We were taught that you want to have good notes in the school, you have to work very hard. If you want to get a good job, you have to work hard. To get money, you need to work hard. To have a relationship, you have to be responsible, you have to be serious. Everything stay out the fun and go. And that is the biggest mistake we can ever be teach in life. It's the opposite. Have fun. Do what is going to happen. Enjoy what you're doing. And everything will be a success. When you really, really have fun doing things, you success. So have fun, just enjoy doing whatever you like to do. Start to, you say, well, I'm going to start learning. Make it again. Make that as a job. And every time you fell down, you are as a little child learning to talk. Just love. Just love and relax. Don't take things so serious. Enjoy. Enjoy each and one the that you do. Only yesterday I was reading a letter that a very famous writer from Colombia who died recently, Gabriel Garcia Marquez. And he wrote so many books and has his chronicles. But yesterday I was his friend to his friend when he left the public life because he was very, very sick with lymphatic cancer. And in the letter he was saying that all the things he will do it if he will have another opportunity. And he was thinking, so he was saying, for example, I sleep less and I will drink more. And I will have fun. I just will not say life. I will enjoy every minute. and everything that it has given to me. So don't wait until some doctor says it wants to leave. Do it now. Enjoy now what you have. But we always have the possibility to enjoy. It doesn't what is the challenge that we have it. We will look very we always would find reasons to stay because and that becomes very difficult. So Nick, what do you think?
Yes. That is amazing. So looking over your list and all the steps, either from personal experience or as a teacher, which one or two would you say would be the most powerful or the easiest to do? Or if you could only pick one or two of those steps, which one would they be?
Right. I think the most powerful one for me is forgive myself. That is definitely the most more powerful. I would not say it's the easiest one, but I think it's extremely powerful. Because the moment that I accept that I did the best that I could do, is really open the door to try to do it better now with the better. And I would say that the easy one for me again, the mirror work. I think it's a very easy commitment. I know that for some people it's very hard to look to their eyes. I know that people cannot do it and show them in the face and found it very painful. But as soon as you pass that stage, it's so easy and it's fun. It's really fun. And my son, I have to just love a lot about me. Because I say to myself, the most and it's just fun. What about you, Nick?
I think for me it would be to have fun and to lighten up. I think that especially with this spiritual work and stuff, it can feel a bit heavy. But as with Abraham Hicks and all the great teachers, it's very much on just enjoying life. You know, we make too much of this. And again, it, like you said, forgiving yourself. You know, not being so hard on yourself if you make a mistake. So we've got a group in London coming up very soon. Let me check my diary. That is any day now. June the 12th. That's in London, Euston, 7 till 9 p.m. What can they look forward to, Maria?
All right. On the 12th, we will be working about the relation between our mind, our body, and how our body speaks to us. How important it is to be able to listen the message of our body to make the change that we need to keep growing in the spiritual way and to be able to be happy. That is going to be the basic work of the trade.
Perfect. Thank you. We are now coming to the end of the show. Any final words for our listeners?
Before we finish the show, I would like to read to everyone to close their eyes and to relax a little bit So I'd like to do a very, very small meditation, and I would like to read a treatment that leads to God. It's that disability treatment that I think is so beautiful. Recognize and read the in life. So I would like to close the chapter. Are you okay with that?
Yes, please go ahead. We have no music due to copyright reasons, so if you just want to go ahead and read it, that'd be beautiful.
Yes, no problem at all. I just invite everyone to close their eyes and just to breathe very, very deep. Breathe in and breathe out. And when you breathe in, feel that you are breathing a very bright light going into your body. And when you breathe out, feel that you are letting go any sadness, any worry. So breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. And just let that light inside of you taking you to a place that you like. A place that makes you feel happy, a place that makes you feel relaxed. It could be a mountain, it could be a meadow, it could be the beach. It doesn't matter. It could be a garden, any place where you feel very, very peace and relaxed. And just feel that it's yourself, the one that is speaking to you. I am deserving. I deserve all good, no some, no a little bit, but all good. I am now moved past all negative, restricting thoughts. I release of my parents. I love them and I go beyond them. I am not their negative opinion, nor their limited beliefs. I am not bound by any of the fears or prejudices of the current society I live in. I no longer identify with limitations of any kind. In my mind, I have total freedom. I now move into a new space of consciousness where I am willing to see myself different. I am willing to create new thoughts about myself and about my life. My new thinking becomes new experience. I know now and affirm that I am one with the prosperity power of the universe. As such, I now prosper in a number of ways. The totality of possibilities lies before me. I deserve life, a good life. I deserve love, an abundance of love. I deserve good health. I deserve to live comfortable and prosperous and happy. I deserve freedom to be all that I can be. I deserve more than that. I deserve all. The universe is more than willing to manifest my new beliefs. And I accept this abundance, life with joy, pleasure, and gratitude. For I am deserving, I accept it. I know it to be true. Now, slowly, and feel that happiness to deserve everything in life. You deserving all the best. You don't deserve a little thing. You don't need to choose. Everything is here for you. You just have to open your heart, breathe a little bit deeper, and move your fingers, the fingers of your hand, and when you will be ready, open your eyes. And I think that is a very good way to finish the show today.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Thank you for listening, and we hope to see you soon. Have a wonderful evening, day, or afternoon. Take care, and thank you, Maria, for being a star, and we shall chat soon.